Former Real Housewives of Atlanta star NeNe Leakes is weighing in on the Robyn Dixon, Juan Dixon situation, calling her starless, meaning that she's not really a star. Damn. I mean, no lies told. But she's also talking about whether or not she is considering coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And a lot of you are saying the door is closed. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So, we've been covering this Robyn Dixon and Juan Dixon situation for the last almost 2 weeks. But we've been covering them this entire time. There are plenty of stories. If you want a full history of all the stories that we've been covering, especially for the last 2 years, just Google Schmoogle, Kempire Robyn Dixon. It will all come up. Juan Dixon, all of it will come up. Even a story from 6 months ago where we were talking about Instagram models and him liking and following, that kind of thing. Just in case you want a history. And earlier today, we were live and we were talking about another story that we did covering the reaction from the cast, including Candace, Wendy, and Karen Huger reacting to the news that Robyn's admitting. Before she started filming season 7, she was fully aware of these allegations and it was a tough time for them and they had to work through it. And she married him despite any of that. So, of course, as you know, NeNe Leakes is filling in this week as a guest host on The Breakfast Club, and she's weighing in. She's weighing in because she's covering the rumor report. And this is what she had to say.
Yeah, Real Housewives of Potomac, Robyn Dixon addresses allegation of Juan Dixon cheating. The Real Housewives of Potomac cast member Robyn Dixon recently admitted that her husband Juan Dixon did in fact have an affair with a woman while they were engaged. And that is one of the reasons why their wedding was delayed. Last week, a woman came forward alleging that she had a relationship with Juan during the pandemic and she literally had receipts to prove it. Ooh, honey. Yes, for the starless Robyn Dixon, child.
What?
Starless, honey. Mm-hmm.
Starless?
Starless.
What the hell does that mean, NeNe?
Like, these girls on these shows are just not stars. Like, if you really look at it, all of the stars that were on any of these franchises, they took them off. And everybody that's left is starless. Now, go on.
Well, damn. So everyone that's currently on it, you don't feel are stars? How do you guys feel? I always want to kind of to read the room and ask everyone else. There will be some that will say that NeNe's just bitter that she's not there because we know she's talked about returning possibly. And she did that most recently on The Real. She did that on a recent interview too. Well, now she's changed her tune. We'll get there. But let's talk about the starless Robyn Dixon. Or as we love to call her on TikTok, regular Robyn.
What is the issue? What have I done to you?
Is this coming from a bitter place? I think a little bit. But also, when you look at NeNe, who was a regular person before she was on this show, you saw the star quality in her. Do you see that in anyone else that we've seen on the Real Housewives franchise?
No, it was called the Icon Party, but there were no icons there.
I beg to differ. I think we have. And one of the recent people that comes to mind is Chanel Ayan. No one expected this woman that we didn't really know of to come in and slay us. Neither did the other girls.
Period. Dot.
And neither did production. You all embraced her because she was just so naturally who she is. And word on the street, not word on the street, you saw the pictures. NeNe and Chanel linked up while they were in Dubai and gave her some advice. Oh, okay. So I think this is part of NeNe. She would love to secure a job at the Breakfast Club. So she's going to have to really turn up her NeNe and be extra shady and give you her thoughts. But a lot of you saying there ain't no lie about Robyn Dixon being starless. Because at the end of the day, NeNe, although some of the things that she's done outside of Real Housewives have come and gone, but those opportunities were opened up to her because people were like, oh, I like her personality. She's bigger than life, blah, blah, blah. There's not a lot of people that can do that. There's not a lot. We can count probably on maybe one hand, two hands. But you guys will let me know, who do you think in the Bravo universe, it doesn't just have to be Real Housewives, but we can just focus on Real Housewives. Who do you believe in the Real Housewives franchise is actually a star still, and that's still a part of it? You will let me know. I got to think about this too. Like I said, Chanel Ayan. Oh, I mean, I can't think of everyone at this moment as I'm recording this. But there are stars. Look, there are stars. Look, I can't think of them at this moment. But you will remind me in the chat, and we'll talk more about it on Thursday. So, as I said before, is this coming from a bitter place when we're talking about NeNe Leakes? As you know, she sued Bravo. I told you in a tweet the other day, I think it would shake the Bravo universe if NeNe Leakes was to ever return. But in real honesty, I'm like, I don't think she's going to return. But I said it would definitely shake the Bravo universe if she did. Well, now, apparently, in her mind, the door is closed and she is not open to returning. Listen to what she said.
Now, I want to ask you, NeNe, you know, people miss you on Housewives.
They do.
Now, at one time, there was a rumor that you were allegedly suing the franchise. Is there, you ever coming back? Is you ever going to speak or...
I have no plans to come back. I feel like that ship has sailed, and I've grown in so many ways. It's just not something that I'm interested in doing right now.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
You let those girls go head on.
All right.
They holding it down, you think?
I haven't necessarily
Not really,
seen it.
but okay.
Jesus.
You still watch?
Not really.
Okay.
Did they reach out to you at all?
No, and they shouldn't. Now, the girls that are on the show, we are cool.
Oh, yeah, still cool.
Yeah, we're cool, but for me to be on the show, no. I have no interest in being on the show, honestly. They can call me for advice. I'll try to help as best I can.
Consultant fee?
Yes.
You give them a consultant fee?
That will be all.
Jesus. Okay. All right.
So, of course, NeNe doesn't see it for the current cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She says that she's cool with them. I don't know about all of them, but I've seen her recently with Marlo. They're apparently in a decent place right now. I believe, look, we've seen countless interviews, recent interviews with NeNe where she says that she was open to returning. But she says she's in a different place. She's in love. There's a lot of things happening. Sidebar, I know all the blogs, shout out to the blogs, were running with the rumor Brent coming out as gay because he was doing a TikTok challenge. She confirms that he was just doing a challenge. He's not gay. She would love him regardless if he was. I didn't even report it. I was waiting for a further confirmation. I was like, let me see. Let me see how this plays out. I mean, Brent, we would welcome you a part of the LGBTQIA+ community, but we know you're not. There's plenty of other men on social media pretending to be gay for a check. You're not one of them, but I'm just saying. So NeNe has been doing a good job, according to a lot of you guys. I have only seen clips. I have not been able to really watch, and because I'm busy. But a lot of you have said you want NeNe back. You stopped watching since NeNe left. There are some of you that say we need to let this go. NeNe's never returning. She sued the network. She accused him of being racist and all of these different things. There was a story out there that NeNe got this $20 million check and she's going to be producing shows for the network. And I told you guys those are all lies. There was no settlement. Based off of what we've seen so far, her dismissing this lawsuit with prejudice, meaning that she could bring this back up, there's no possibility of a settlement. I don't think there's a $20 million settlement. No. I mean, I would love for NeNe to return to TV in some capacity because based on all of her antics this week on The Breakfast Club, she still brings people to the yard. She still is entertaining. But a lot of you said, but I still see the hint of why she became less entertaining on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. As always, guys, you will let me know your thoughts because I know you're watching and listening to The Breakfast Club. How are you feeling about some of the guest hosts that have been on there? Who have you liked the most so far? Based off what Charlamagne the God has said on his podcast, he says that they're going to be testing out celebrity co-hosts indefinitely. They are not looking to put someone there permanently. Guys, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you. Follow my lead.